Hi, Todd Ortscheid here with GTL Real Estate. This week, just wanted to talk real briefly about vendor invoices and where you can get the information on what work was done on your property. It's a common question. The owner portal isn't always the most easy to navigate. Unfortunately, that's something that we get common complaints on about that. Thankfully, that a lot of that's going to be updated here in the near future. The software vendor we use is currently working on redesigning those portals. So they should be finished working on that in the next few months. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to navigate then. But for right now, I wanted to let everybody know how to actually find that information you're looking for. So if you have a repair bill, there's a few different places you can look to see what the description of that was. First thing, of course, would be if it's a bill from the previous month or earlier. When you log into your portal, you can go to the Statements tab. There's several tabs on the top of your screen when you get into the portal. One of those is Statements. You can go to that and pull up a PDF copy of last month's or the month prior or whichever statement you're looking for, and there'll be a short description of the work that was done right there as a line item on your statement. Now, if it's a current month's bill or you're looking for something more detailed, there's a different place you want to go though. So when you're in the portal, you want to look for the tab at the top of the screen that says Bills. So click on that tab, and then you can sort in there by paid, unpaid, how long ago it was. There's several different ways you can sort there. When you pull it up, it'll just default to this month's unpaid bills. So if you're looking for something older than that, make sure you change that. That might be why you're not seeing the bill. But once you find the bill you're looking for, there's actually a little drop-down box next to that bill. You can click on that and click View Detail and actually get a full description of what the work was done on the property was. And you can also click on Generate Invoice, and you can actually print off an invoice from us that you can take to your accountant or use for an IRS audit, heaven forbid, or whatever else you might need that for. So you can get that right there. Now, a question we do get is sometimes we have an owner who requests a copy of the original vendor's invoice. Our vendors have generally asked us not to provide those, and the reason for that is they have had problems with owners sometimes trying to call them and haggle them down on the price or other things. So of course we want to maintain a very good relationship with our vendors. We've spent a decade now building those relationships, getting a good list of vendors together, people that'll do good work on your properties quickly for a very good price. So we don't want to jeopardize that by having 400 owners calling those vendors and asking them questions or trying to haggle the price or anything like that. So we do make sure that the vendor's original invoice doesn't get posted on the portal, but you can get an invoice from us that you can use if your accountant or anything needs that. You can print that right off of your portal. Sometimes we get a question about, if I can't see the original vendor's invoice, how do I know that I'm being charged the correct price? So what we always tell people on that is, the price you're getting charged is usually below what the market rate is for that work. So if you get an invoice and you wonder, for example, let's say you get a hot water heater replaced and the bill is $900. What I would encourage you to do, if you doubt that $900 is a fair price, call around. Just ask other, fully insured vendors. Of course, they have to be fully insured. But if you call around the area and ask them, what would you charge to replace this 40-gallon water heater? You'll find out pretty quickly that the prices that our vendors are charging, that you're seeing on our invoices, is usually far cheaper than what you could get from someone else. And that's even after we've added, our commission on top of that. So usually you're still 10-20% below the going rate. So we're able to get those very deep discounts from our vendors, sometimes as much as 40%, because of those good relationships we maintain with those vendors. And part of that is not giving out their invoices so people can call them directly. So that is an important thing we do to keep your pricing down and to be able to hold on to those good vendors so they don't run off to find other business where they're not going to get those hassles. So if you have any questions, send us an email at support@gtlrealestate.com. We'll be happy to answer those questions, whether it's about the invoices or how to find them on your portal, whatever it may be. Just let us know. Thanks.